How we feeling, Los Angeles? How we feeling? When I say people, you say power. People, 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 people. How's everybody doing today? Well, it is such a blessing to be here with everybody. Look, we all know what's going on. We see that in Washington, D.C., there is a billionaire takeover happening of our country, facilitated by the president. We're witnessing an insidious rise of authoritarianism and neo-fascism and white supremacy. They want us to completely surrender total power to these people. But we say no more. In this moment, we all have a choice to make. And yes, I realize I might not be in the party that has the majority, but I sure as hell am not going to be in the minority. I'm going to be in the opposition. We don't always have all the power we want. I didn't have all the power I want when I ran for Congress, but I did it, and I won because of a people-powered movement. We didn't have all the power that we wanted when we woke up one morning and we saw George Floyd being murdered in broad daylight on our television screens and on our phones, but we went to the streets and said Black Lives Matter, and we took the power that we wanted. They didn't have all the power when a gunman walked into Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. And the students, after that shooting happened, came out, said, "We call BS," and had the largest youth movement in this country's history. Because when you don't have all the power that you want, you use all the power that you got. And as I look around here, we got a lot of damn people power, which far outweighs any billionaire, any corporation, any authoritarian, any fascist. See, throughout human history, the fascists and the authoritarians have a simple playbook. Make us blame each other for our problems instead of looking at the billionaires and mega corporations that have been leaving us crumbs for generations. They're the ones hoarding wealth beyond imagination. We have to tell people the reason you can't pay your rent has nothing to do with trans people. The reason you don't have health care has nothing to do with immigrants. And it has to do with billionaires like Elon Musk. That is true solidarity. And my friends, I'm here today to say solidarity without action is just sympathy. Solidarity for our movement, for everybody here and across the country, has to be a verb. And speaking of that verb, today we have many organizations tabling. Make sure you go and you speak with them. Don't let yourself leave this park without signing up to do the next thing. Can you do that, Los Angeles? Can you do that? Because listen, Bernie isn't hosting just so you can hear him speak. He's hosting it so we can continue to fuel this people-powered movement across the entire nation. That's not about Democrats or Republicans, independents, any party. It's about the people versus the problem. I won't be the one to say everything, 100% of everything is going to be okay. There's harm happening right now across the country. I come from Florida. See, Project 2025 is Florida 2024. We've seen this, but we also know how to deal with it. When they disappear a college student, you take to the streets. When they steal your Medicare, Social Security, and Medicaid, you take to the streets. When they try and rig an economy even more, when they try to use tariffs to enrich other people, not to help working people, you take to the streets and you're loud about it. What I always used to say as an organizer is the true testaments of an organizer is not what you do when everybody's looking, it's what you do when nobody is looking. But the true testament of a movement is what you do when the world is watching. And the world is watching our country right now. to see how we will deal with a billionaire in the White House, how we will deal with somebody who wants to take away our things. And it can't just be about protecting what we've already earned. Of course, we're going to protect Medicare, Social Security, and Medicaid. But the other question is, what's next? What next do we create? A Medicare for all? Ending gun violence? Fighting the climate crisis? This is the true message of our movement. Of course, what we protect, but what we build. In Los Angeles, I am so honored to be here with you today with freedom fighters from many different movements here in California and across the country, because from the South all the way to here, California, I know that we will win. And on the super tough days, I think about someone like Angela Davis. I am no longer accepting what I cannot change. I am changing what I cannot accept. Can we accept this billionaire takeover, LA? Can we accept turning a blind eye to the climate crisis? Can we accept being stolen from by these billionaires? Well, make sure you sign up to get involved with an organization. And thank you so much for having me here today. This is such an honor. I think I might have to hop on the drum set a little bit later. We'll see. But without further ado, please give it up for a third-generation union man from La Una. Give it up for my friend Alex Aguilar. People!